Breaking right now at 11, major flooding in Alamance and Orange counties after Tropical Depression Chantal slammed through. Just moments ago, EMS told us they're dealing with multiple water calls for rescues. Community leaders say do not drive in the area unless it's an emergency. We are getting flooding reports from Graham to Mebane. Several streets are completely underwater. Even as the rain starts to let up, you can still hear the sound of rushing floods across the Triad. That's part of the reason at least 5 roads in Mebane are closed tonight. They say that they will stay that way until the sun comes up and crews can get a better view of the damage in the morning. And take a live look at the highway right now between Greensboro and Burlington. Traffic is finally starting to move again. Just a few hours ago, the flooding was so bad, people had to drive all the way over on the shoulder. Cars were at nearly a standstill during the worst of the storm, with folks stuck on the road. We are also tracking damage after multiple tornado warnings today. This video from Snow Camp is right off Mount Herman, Rock Creek Road, just past Russell McPherson in southern Alamance. Today is really proving to be that weather impact alert day our team has been warning about, and it's not over yet. We have live team coverage tonight to help you stay safe. Our Nixon Norman is live in Mebane to give us a look at the flood damage. Manning Franks is on the highway where travelers had trouble getting home today. But first, meteorologist Claire Fry says we are almost done with the rain.
That's right, Ben. We've been continuing to keep an eye on the radar, and you can look at this. The Tropical Depression Chantal is continuing to push northeast, eventually out of our area. It's moving northeast at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Those showers are becoming a lot less abundant in portions of Alamance County, continuing to push northeast, bringing in those waves of heavy rain right now through Caswell and continuing to push northeast out of our area in the next several hours. Estimated rainfall amounts, well, you've seen them these last couple of hours, really a lot here, really from what I've seen up to around 10 to 11 inches in some areas in Alamance County. That's around 3 to 4 months worth of rainfall. Remember, that's almost a foot, and a foot of rainfall that can sweep any car off of its wheels and get it going down a road. So that is a lot of rainfall that we've seen just throughout the last several hours as this Chantal continues to move throughout our area. The depression is going to continue to push northeast at around 10 to 15 miles per hour out of our hair in the next couple of hours. Futurecast, here we are the next few hours as the system pushes from North Carolina into portions of Virginia, taking those heavier bands with it as it does so into tomorrow morning. I really think tomorrow morning we're going to start to see the sunshine again. Next 12 hours, you can see those rain chances really dying down by around now and continuing into early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, I anticipate us getting back in the upper 80s to right at around 90 degrees. Plenty of sunshine. It's going to be a complete turnaround to what we had so far today. Coming up in your full forecast, we'll talk a little bit more about the impacts that we've seen so far across the area and also what you can expect into the new work week. Ben.
Almost a foot of rain is just too much for the ground to soak up. Mebane experienced some of the worst flooding in the Triad. Nixon Norman is there now. Nixon, what are you seeing tonight?
Ben, we've been out here in Mebane since about 7:30, and this is just one of many closed roads due to the flooding, just the massive amount of flooding that has taken place here. Right now we're at the corner of Washington Street and 3rd Street in downtown Mebane, where you can see I am standing in the midst of it. Not even an hour ago, this water was at the top of my boots. Like I said, though, this is just one of several roads that are closed here in the city of Mebane. While walking around, we ran into a man whose car was flooded. By the time we got to him, the water had receded, but his car had not yet started back up. What makes things even worse, he's only here in Mebane visiting family. He actually lives all the way in Raleigh.
My car just shut off. I was just following my GPS, and I looked up, and my car shut off, and I was like, oh my God, it's flooding. Yeah, I mean, I'm just visiting my kids in the area, and I was just riding around to go get some food, and didn't expect this water to be this high on this road.
The thing that took him most by surprise was just how quickly it all happened. Saying before he even knew it, water was about midway up to his car at about the halfway point. He says his emotions were all over the place.
hopefully my baby fire up and I can just go on about my business. I knew I was going to be safe. Hopefully my car is good.
Again, this is just one of several roads closed, and as you can imagine, yes, I'm standing in it, but you should not drive your car in this. Both our meteorologists and the city of Mebane caution drivers who have to be out, but they say what's best is staying home. Live in downtown Mebane, I'm Nixon Norman, WFMY News 2.
Can really hear that wind whipping still tonight. Folks, please take this flooding threat seriously. The National Weather Service says flooding kills more people each year than any other thunderstorm hazard. Over half of those deaths happen when people drive into the floodwaters. Just 6 inches can knock you down. 2 feet could sweep away trucks and SUVs. Never drive around the barricades. You don't know how deep the water is. That's especially true at night. Take a look at this flooded bridge on Harmony Church Road. Making all of this worse, the storm hit during one of the biggest travel days of the year as people were trying to return home from the 4th of July holiday weekend. In this live picture, the highways are moving once again, but WFMY 2's Manning Franks says it was touch and go earlier today.
I just want everyone to be aware there is a road closed sign down here on Highway 54. We are under I-40 at this time, but right now this is Highway 54. Right over here, road closed sign to Southern Alamance and Chapel Hill area. People are literally have bypassed since I have been here, since Brian, my photographer, and I have been here since we started. So if you see something like that, please be safe. Do not go past a road closed sign if you see that. But anyway, I wanted to make sure people are weather aware because, as we've mentioned before, the flood waters will still continue to rise even if the rain has started to subside, as we are currently seeing right now. But right here this afternoon, oh my goodness, I-40 was an absolute mess. People were over here on the side, stopping on the shoulders, making sure that they were not getting just downpoured as the rain was continuing coming down and down. We spoke to some people who had to get off at the rest area off on I-40 just to make sure that they were safe.
Yesterday it rained pretty hard, and then this morning it wasn't raining too bad when I left, but pretty much the whole way it's been raining.
We went to Myrtle for 4 days, and then we came here the 22nd. We're leaving today. It's bad.
There's a couple times where I pulled off and
trying to enjoy their vacation. So I feel really bad personally for these individuals because they're over there trying to have a fun time at the beach and they have to come back in this rain. Thankfully, they are all heading their way. They are safe, at least from what we know of at this time. And as you continue to go to your work the next day, please be aware of the damage that may be still there. Some of the floodwaters that may or may not have subsided. All in Alamance County right now should be made aware of that, especially those on I-40. It is better now. We have driven both westward and eastbound, and it is better. But still, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be weather aware this coming day, tomorrow, on Monday. Live here in Alamance County, Manning Franks, WFMY News 2.